This is Theodorus Rex. I'm going to do a track by track of Van Halen's second album, minus Roth, and David Lee Roth's second album, Skyscraper, one against the other. Who had the better album this time? OU812 went to number one. Skyscraper only made it to number 6 this time, so Roth is kind of falling from, Even Smile, which was number 4. The album title, OU812, was kind of a response, some say, to David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile. It had a working title of Bone for a while, but Alex Van Halen didn't like that, and they decided to go with OU812 instead. Just a little tidbit of trivia there. But let's get started on the track by track. First track, Mine All Mine versus Knucklebones. Mine All Mine is a synth song again, but Eddie is playing guitar on it as well. This is a terrific guitar solo, and the lyrics are quite a departure for Van Halen. We're not singing about girls and having a good time and partying. There's actually some depth in these lyrics and some, let me just say, political insights that are just quite interesting. To open a Van Halen album, it's something we're unaccustomed to say the least. Great tune though, and Knucklebones has its moments. I mean, I like Stevie's guitar solo there, little chicken picking, and it's got a great hook with the chorus there. But I've got to give this one to Van Halen. Track 2, When It's Love, the single, versus Just Like Paradise, which is also David Lee Roth's single. Both these songs I can give and take on any given day, but I think When It's Love is kind of a power ballad, and lyrically it's strong, and it's just well done. The arrangement is sensible. Yeah, it's target mass appeal, it's pop. What are you going to do? But so it's David Lee Roth's song, And I like Vi's solo in Just Like Paradise, but overall the stronger song has to go to Van Halen on this one. Track 3, AFU versus Bottom Line. Now, AFU is my favorite song on OU812. It is just stellar. I mean, Eddie's guitar playing throughout just reminds us of the early Van Halen albums. And the sound quality and just, I think, the arrangement, everything, it's just an exciting song from the first note to the very end. Bottom Line, Steve Vai's trying to save it. The riff is kind of mediocre. Billy Sheehan seems to be jamming pretty good in that one, but it doesn't really save it for me. So this one goes to Van Halen as well. Well, 3-0 so far. Imagine that. Track 4, Cabo Wabo versus Skyscraper. Now, I really like Cabo Wabo. I think it's a kind of I'm a beach guy, and it's very beachy. It's got I like the lyrics. I like talking about tequila and drinking the worm at the end of the bottle. But Skyscraper is a terrific album, and I think Steve Vai kind of, goes back to his Zappa days in terms of composition and arrangement. And his guitar solo on Skyscraper is probably, I think, the best guitar solo on any David Lee Roth album post Van Halen. It is just terrific. It's I encourage you to go check it out. It's a stunning work of art. So, as much as I love Cabo Wabo, this one goes to David Lee Roth. 3-1. Track 5, Source of Infection versus Damn Good. And Damn Good's an acoustic number, I think it's, it's an okay song, but Source of Infection is very exciting, a lot like AFU. Starts off with some finger tapping. It's typical Van Halen again. We're unlike 5150. Now we're getting out of the synth heavy stuff, and we're getting back to the guitar, which is something that most Van Halen's fans really like, including myself. That one I'm giving the Source of Infection all the way. Van Halen scores another. Track 6, Feel So Good, a single, versus Hot Dog and a Shake. And Feel So Good was kind of a silly romantic tune. I liked it. I liked the video a lot too. It's not your typical Van Halen song. It's kind of pop and kind of a standard pop arrangement. But I like the tune. Hot Dog and a Shake, not so much. It's got some flashy Steve Vai stuff going on, but lyrically it's very weak, and the bones, there's just no bones in beat to that song at all. I mean, it's just kind of a throwaway track in my opinion, so that one goes to Van Halen as well. Track 7, Finish What You Started versus Stand Up. And Stand Up was a single for David Lee Roth, and I really like the groovy stuff that Steve Vai is doing against that keyboard bass line there. And the solo is incredible. Steve Vai asserts himself here, and just kind of, for me, he's the star of that song. And lyrically, it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a departure for Dave. Finish What You Started, is also a departure for Van Halen, you could say. I mean, it's kind of bluesy, and Eddie Van Halen's doing some chicken picking himself in the solo there, and quite a departure from what we're accustomed to hearing. But, it's not unlike Eddie Van Halen to take certain flights, like he did on Diver Down, and things of that nature, with Big Bad Bill and things of that, he's not afraid to step out of the bubble. But I really like Stand Up. I'm going to give that one to Dave. Finish What You Started for me was just kind of, it's an okay tune, but it's, I think Stand Up is more original and just has more to offer in terms of sonic boom, no pun intended, the Kiss shirt. Track 8, I'm Black and Blue versus Hina. Hina is a track that Steve Vai played a single solo guitar on all the way through, and then he panned a delay to the other side, so you have a left and right channel. Kind of interesting there, but it's a weak song. Black and Blue isn't the best Van Halen song either. I mean, it was a single from the album, but it's very bluesy, and I want more from Eddie Van Halen than blues licks and blues numbers. I need a little more from him, and so it's neither one of these songs are particularly impressive to me, but this one goes to Van Halen. Track 9, Sucker in a Three-Piece versus Perfect Timing. And I think Perfect Timing is one of the stronger songs on Skyscraper, and Sucker in a Three-Piece is one of the weaker songs on OU812. But still, I'm giving this one to Van Halen. I think the intro alone on Sucker in a Three-Piece is just exciting. Gets your blood flowing, and as a guitar player, just rips. And Perfect Timing, I think is just a typical David Lee Roth song. So there you have it. Track 10, there is no track 10 on OU812. Once again, we're left with 9 songs and wanting more. David Lee Roth has 10 songs, 2 Fools a Minute is track 10. This song is, it's okay, but I'm going to give it to Dave by default, but still, Skyscraper loses big time, 7-3. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Take care.